Hey guys, it has been a bit since I've done reading, so I felt called to. I kept thinking maybe I should. I checked the time, it was 1:11, so for me, that was a confirmation of like, yeah, let's do it. So, shuffling my deck real quick, and hope you guys have been doing well. Trying to think of like what's been happening since the last reading, but it's been a while. Like it has been a bit. So again, cards are feeling very stiff. I personally also feel pretty stiff. To be honest, I like always kind of feel some stiffness and tension in my body, but yeah, specifically my neck and shoulders. So take that as a sign maybe if you're feeling stiff. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do 3 cards. The first 3 I pulled are all in the reverse. 10 of Swords, reverse, can't get worse, only upward. Recovery, regeneration, resisting an inevitable end. So maybe there has been something that you've been kind of like hanging on to. Maybe that is a relationship, a friendship. Maybe you've been thinking like, you know, like it's inevitable, like that this closing of the cycle, feeling like you don't have a choice in it, but you do. It's just you may be holding on to a person or a situation that just does not want what's best for you and is not rooting for you and is not like you know, reciprocating the love and energy that you were giving them. And you're having this mentality of like, well, it can't get any worse, can it? I mean, it can. And yeah, you're resisting it, the inevitable ending. But I feel like you should let go of this person or situation. And if like a specific person or again situation came up to your mind when I started saying this, then that is your intuition telling you like this is what this is about, you know. So if you're already feeling like, you know, that it is pressing forward that person, then that is your intuition telling you like, hey, this is, she's talking about us right now. The Devil reversed, releasing limiting beliefs, exploring dark thoughts, detaching yourself from, again, specific people or situations, or maybe it's even like your past identity, like the person that you once were, you know, and like lingering and thinking like, you know, questioning your like morality, if that makes sense. And like, oh, I used to be a good person because of A, B, and C, and then thinking like, oh, actually I was just a people pleaser, you know, I actually didn't have any boundaries, I was horrible at speaking up for myself and putting myself first. But yeah, maybe like that could be like labeling like I was good then and now I'm bad, or like this feeling that I'm having is bad, even though it's just a feeling, you know. We experience feelings, they, you know, come and go, and we don't have to label them as good or bad, you know. A lot of times, like, people want to say, like, you know, crying, sadness, like, anxious, like, thoughts, like, those are negative energy, negative, you know, bad. Negative vibes, it brings the mood down, bad. And it's like, no, it's just your brain trying to tell you like, hey, you're feeling this way, like let's explore that, let's unpack that. Why are we thinking in these, you know, cyclical natures? Like why is this something that keeps coming up, and unpacking that. Yeah, restoring control, like realizing I'm getting like itchy all of a sudden. There's a bunch of little gnats you can see, like we've been dealing with gnats. So maybe you have to, maybe like, you know, wandering spirits, like trying to, you know, look in on you, feeling like you need to do cleansing rituals or like prayer, whatever it is that you do, like you feel called to, you know, wearing stuff that has the evil eye, like to, you know, reflect it, get it away from you. Maybe like take that as a sign. But yeah, restoring control, like you may have felt in the past like you had a lack of free will, like things just keep happening to me, and like that victim kind of mentality, like, oh, my life has been so hard. And not to say that your life hasn't been hard or that you haven't been through super difficult things and things that people, you know, you wouldn't even talk about with in person, like, oh yeah, I had A, B, and C happen, and like, you know, like things that you wouldn't just talk about with anybody. You may have experienced some really difficult trauma. If you're in this collective, which I feel like if this video found you, you know, you're a part of my collective, you probably had a lot of childhood trauma, maybe abandonment, wounds. There's a fly that is just like on my plant, just staring. Go away. Evil spirit. Ugh. Yeah, monitoring spirits. Trying to listen in on what you have to say, on what you got going on in your life. But you don't have a lack of free will. You, like, everybody has free will. And like, you're conscious and aware of that, and you're detaching from that, you know, previous way of thinking, like things just keep happening to you. It's like, no, you can choose to remove yourself from a situation. This again, you know, it can't get any worse. It can get worse, you know. If you keep not putting yourself first, keep choosing other people over you, that can cause you to just like become a shell of a person and just have no boundaries, and like be like a punching bag, you know, for others, and just taking on so much, and you just like, you're not even like thinking about like what your capacity is. It's like, oh, I have to do this, you know, I said I was gonna do this and I'm gonna do it, and like not wanting to let people down. And I understand that, like I've been there before, but like you need to be realistic about what you can handle, and also you need to be realistic about, you know, the type of friendships and the type of relationships that you want to have in your life. And you don't want to just be giving all the time, you know. You that's not sustainable. You can't just be a giver. If you're gonna give so much that you're gonna wear yourself down, you know, to a point where you're either gonna get sick, you know, and this isn't me like putting that energy on you, but this is just like, you know, scientifically our body keeps the score. And if we are just giving, like that's when, you know, you get sick. That your body will literally make you, if you are not resting, you're not giving yourself time to do that, your body will make you rest. Your body will say, no, we can't keep going at this pace. We need to stop. You need to take time for yourself. You need to rest. You need to eat. You need to drink water. Go for a walk. Like, be outside, get fresh air. Recover, you know. My dog, like, Milo, he like stopped and looked, and he's like, clock it. Yes. I'm gonna go on to the next one. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, dark side of wealth, financial failure or loss, fleeting success, lack of stability, lack of resources. So yeah, maybe you know, you have been, you know, spending like not consciously, you know, just like you're doing too much. So like, let's say like you're doing too much like during the day, right? And so a way you can't take care of yourself, but you're not able to because you're doing too much, is like you're just constantly eating out, you know. It's like, oh, I'm so tired, I'm so drained, I'm doing too much, I'm just gonna pick up food. And like, there's nothing wrong with eating out, but it's like over time, you know, your body can get addicted to like fast food, like fried food, like the chemicals in it, all that kind of stuff. And then to like, I mean, I know when I'm eating out, like I'm usually getting like fried chicken or, you know, pizza or a hamburger, you know, stuff that's not like the most nutritious. And so again, like, you're like spending more money than you can, and I've been there, and I'm still working on that. All these gnats, oh my gosh, go away. Spending too much, right? And like be conscious of how you're spending, and like don't dig yourself into a financial hole where you're just like using credit cards, because I've been there, done that, and still paying for that hole. Yeah, but like, just be conscious of what you're doing, and think about how the decisions you are making today are affecting future you, not just like here and now. This is like, you know, this is what I obviously be present and focus on the present, but also like recognize that the steps that you're taking today and tomorrow, and like you know, consistent like behaviors become like your way of being. Oh, and I have a bird friend who just came and visited, little pigeon. I definitely need to feed my bird friends. I'm gonna go ahead and pull 3 more cards. So the King of Pentacles reversed, the 8 of Swords reversed, and King of Wands reversed. We got a lot of reversals today. Okay. Greed, indulgence, material loss, stubborn, obsessed with wealth and status, financially inept. So maybe you're someone who's in the past been obsessed with materialism, or maybe going back to letting go of a specific person. Maybe this person that you were dealing with was very obsessed with the way they looked, their image, materialism. Like, they wanted all the flashy things. They were constantly comparing themselves to others and putting others down if they couldn't, you know, go on a vacation or didn't have a house. Like, oh, you're still living in an apartment and you're an adult? Like, you know, people that were super judgy, you know, and judging where you were like in the moment. But financially inept. They were actually, you know, not making the best financial decisions either. They were actually going in debt to look a certain way, to give off a specific image. And these are the people, you know, they don't resonate with you. This is not an energy that resonates with you. And so let them go. Let them go. These gnats, go away. Yes, King of Swords reversed. Did I say King of Swords? I have King of Wands reversed, but we also have 8 of Swords reversed. Self-limiting beliefs, inner critic, releasing negative thoughts, open to new perspectives, self-acceptance, I'm gonna take that as a confirmation. That's exactly what this is about. Self-acceptance, freedom, letting go of limiting beliefs, knowing that, you know, yin yang, there's good and bad in all this. That's what my tattoo is, from Avatar: The Last Airbender. You see what I'm saying? You know, darkness and light, good and bad, like, it's all within us, you know, and it's just energy. And yes, it's like, you know, this is good, this is bad, but we don't have to like be like, this is bad and I hate this part of myself. No, it's coming to terms with. And obviously, if it's like, you know, harmful behavior, harmful things to yourself or others, like, obviously you want to change those behaviors. But yeah, like, negative feelings, like, oh my gosh, so snap. Feelings of sadness, like feelings of you know, people will say like low energy feelings. Like, it's okay. Those feelings need to be expressed. You can't just suppress them. You can't just label them as bad and not want to deal with them and they'll go away. No, that's why they keep showing up. You need to feel all the feelings, all the thoughts that keep like showing up. You don't have to think this thought means like this is who I am, but like, why does this thought keep coming up? Was it a learned behavior? Is it something that someone, you know, told me over the years, and like I'm hearing their voice in my head, you know, like where does this come from? Is this a societal thing? Like, you know, just being curious about that, and learning to love and accept yourself completely as you are, and knowing that, you know, like, you're not just a project to be worked on constantly. Like, obviously, we want as people to grow and evolve and be better, but knowing that where you are right now, you deserve love, and you deserve like happiness and peace, and like wanting that for yourself, if that makes sense. King of Wands in the reverse: impulsiveness, ruthless, high expectations, haste, unachievable expectations. Yeah, so just like, again, remembering what is in your limits, and knowing that you're a human, you know. We only have so much time in the day and so much energy to give, and like one day you may feel super rested and feel like you can do more and handle more, and so do that if you can. But yeah, not being like restrictive or having restrictive thinking, or like, you know, this is how I have to spend my day, from this hour to this hour I'm doing this, and this hour to this hour I'm doing this. Like, don't be so restrictive. Life is meant to be, you know, lived, and not a rigid schedule or like a huge to-do list that you need to check off. It was meant for you to live and enjoy life. I'm gonna pull another card. Ace of Pentacles. I don't want to keep saying King. Ace of Pentacles. This was reversed, but lost opportunity, mischance, bad investment, lack of planning and foresight. So maybe this was a one. So yeah, maybe because of past ways of thinking, you have lost you know, some opportunities, or made bad purchases. Have made purchases that you shouldn't have, that put you in a hole, whatever that may be. But you know, you're aware of it now, and you can make the decision to change how you've been living. It's up to you. You know, I can read the cards and I can share the messages, but it's ultimately up to you as a person, like whether or not you want to even take my advice and like what I'm sharing, or you know, not. Knight of Pentacles reverse: self-discipline, boredom, feeling stuck, perfectionism, work without reward. I mean, yeah, I feel, again, you can't, and I've been there too, like feeling, again, getting itchy. Take that as a sign if you're itchy. Feeling like you have to do like so many things, and wanting to do them all so well. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to do things like to the best of your ability, but again, remembering that you are a single person, you can only do so much, and like managing your time, and again, knowing your limits. That kind of seems like that's the overall theme of this message, is realizing, you know, what you want as a person in friendships and relationships, knowing that you can't support like everybody without also being supported. You need to be able to lean on others, depend on others, open up about the things that are burdening you, the things that are wearing you down, weighing you down. Like, those are the types of connections and friendships and like family, like that is what you want, you know. And if people aren't giving you that, like, it's either time to pull back your energy, it's either time to do that, set more boundaries, you know, let people know what you can handle, looking, like, really deeply reflecting and thinking, what can I handle? Like, and not even just can I handle, but what am I willing to handle at this point in my life? You have so many responsibilities already. You may be a parent, you know, and if you're a parent, then that's already like, okay, I have this responsibility. And maybe if you don't have kids, maybe you're like a pet parent, you know, and that also like requires attention, like, and time and energy, because like, especially if you have a dog, like dogs usually you need to get them outside, you need to like give them exercise. You know, they also want attention. They can't just like sit inside all day, which I need to give my dog some attention when I get done with this. Just confirmation. Milo's talking. He's like, yeah, you do. You need to let me go outside. I know he needs to go potty. So I'm gonna close this out. Yeah, make a list, like journal, do whatever you need to. I'm someone who like personally making lists and writing stuff down really helps me with like getting everything out of here. You know, I have ADHD, and so just like actually writing stuff, I'm like, yeah, that's right, that's how I feel, or this is how much time I have, and these are all the things I need to get done. And you know, again, this is the amount of time I have, so realistically, like, what can I do today and what can I wait, you know, and do tomorrow? Like, what has to get done today and what can wait? So I'm gonna go ahead and close out this message, and I hope that you got something from it. If it resonated, please let me know down in the comments below. I would appreciate that. And if you're new to my channel, you want to subscribe, I do readings, I do poetry videos, I share like from my own life experiences, things that, you know, I've gone through. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.